welcome to another Dan's TV. It's Tuesday morning. Today's little job, well, it's not a little job, it's a decent job, is another Guardian warm roof. Right, well, this one's a bit different, so I thought I'd video it for you. Let me flip the camera and show you. So it's a normal roof, and when you get to here, there's a bow window, but so what they've done is just boarded this, which makes it absolutely lovely. I thought I was going to have to cut all these and it would be a pain in the ass, but no. What are you doing, Liam?
I'm actually working, not messing about with the camera.
I'm not messing, it's content. So we've got to board that, and then we've got to board this, but I'm going to put one of these wraparound beads. I love these beads. A little wraparound bead on the lovely jubbly. Customers looking after us with brews and tea and coffee and everything, and toast. Right.
Jam or just butter?
No, just butter, please.
Sure.
Yeah.
Butter,
no, just butter, please. Right. Liam's just going to cover up. We're going to cover this wall. He wants this wall covering up. I'm going to get the floor covered, and then we'll start boarding. Right. So we've masked everything off. Liam's got that wall to do yet. We're all sort of dust sheeted up. Looks like a scene out of Dexter. So now, what I'm going to do is, I'm just planning my roof, and now I'm going to cut it. Oh, camera strikes. Look, I've gone. I've gone wobble. Oh, I pulled it back. I need to cut my lights out, but that's pretty much it. Right, Liam. Cut. Right, progress report. We're all prepped out ready for skimming. Liam's just gone to the van for some skimming. The customer here is really looking after us. We've had brews, we've had flipping, we've had toast, and now he's doing us a Cornish pasty. Unbelievable. We've really been looked after here. So all my lights are cut out. This is the bit. As you can see, I've done all that. I love these beads. They're a really good idea if you need to finish to, we need to finish to something like brickwork or anything really, or just stop end. It's like a stop end bead and it wraps around. So I'm going to skim that down to there, and then you can decorate and then cork along there. That's put a joint in though. It's all taped up, ready to go. We'll have our Cornish pasty and a brew, and we'll get at it. Get it skimmed. It's 12 o'clock now, so I reckon about 12:30, 1:45, we'll have had our dinner and we'll be banging on. And 2 hours from then, 1:45, 1:45, 1:45, we'll be done, wrapped up. We'll be away for about 3:30, 4 o'clock, I would say. That's not bad, that. Right, so here we are, filling the tapes out as usual. It's actually, the day I filmed this, it's actually a year that I've been YouTubing. So this conservatory weren't quite square, so I had to do a bit of jiggery pokery there at the top. Fill it out a bit. So I'm just filling my tape out because it's quite a wide tape, that quite a wide joint, I should say. Liam's filling out the bottoms, I'm filling out the top tapes. I'm getting it lashed on. I've got to say, this guy that we work for, he didn't half look after us. I don't think I've ever had so much food off a customer. We had a brew and some toast when we got there. He did us 2 Cornish pasties and a muffin. He was coming out with water and brews, and oh man, he kept asking us every like half an hour, "You want another brew?" He must go through some brews in his house. But I really appreciated it. completely different. Sometimes you don't even get a brew. Sometimes I did a job and he stood there watching me with a drink in his hand and didn't offer me a brew. There was no windows in the house or anything. Terrible. Get some more stuff. So a lovely mix. A touch on the sloppy side. Liam was going to stiffen it up, but I said to him, you don't need to. By the time you've got it on, we fill the tapes out, it'll be stiff enough. And it doesn't go off as quick if it's a bit wet, which is what you want. You don't want it to go on you. You want to keep it nice and get it under control. You don't want it to go off before you've got it flat. Oh, just punch the camera. So I'm just taking my time, trying to get that angle straight and perfect, nice and neat. And I'm only lashing on. See the holler there, so fill the holler in there. Just work my way along. If you notice, I kind of put some stuff on and then just go back and lash over it with some more stuff and neaten it up. So I'm sort of laying down as I'm going. Lovely. Liam's filling the tapes. He's nearly round. So by the time Liam's filled them tapes out at the bottom, the rest of the tapes, because he's a little bit slower than me, but I'll have that middle section on at the top, what I call the ceiling section. I'll get that on. I'm nearly on here, so then I'll start banging on and he'll just follow me on the bottom. That was lucky. Bit of stuff fell out that all could have gone in my eye, but it missed and went rolled down my chest and onto the belly. One subscriber told me to go to the gym, get in shape. Man. He's got a point, but after you've done a day's work, a day's grafting, plastering, you think you've got time with a gym? Knackered? Go on, Damo, get it lashed on. Oh yes, there'll be some lashing on in a minute. Open my wings. Here we go, yes, get it lashed on. Lovely. Bit on the corner just to get that in. Corner of the trail just to get that little piece in at the top. Still not right, I'm not happy with it. I'll go back in. I'm trying to find a better camera so I can plug my mic into it so I can be talking what I'm doing, talking my way through it, and I want to do a voiceover because they're quite tricky, these voiceovers. If I can just get the audio sorted, it can be better audio and hopefully a better bit of footage. But I think I've got the camera really good, just quite perfect actually. Quite perfect. What the hell does that mean? Nice and neat. Let's get it through. Liam's going to start now. Now I've got in front, he's just going to start lashing on from the bottom upwards. You can see I've sort of lashed it on and then I've just neatened it up with a stroke.
Sometimes you can't always get it perfect or get it neat. You've got to let it go a bit, but the neater you can get it on, the better the finish will be, because you're putting it on neat, you're laying it down neat, and then when you trail it up, one, all the work's done, and two, it's a lot flatter and a lot neater. That's all I always do anyway. Sort of gone too far there. I've nearly put that on. Liam's got nothing to do. He just needs to speed up now. He's got it. He can do the job. He just needs his speed. We could do with a few jobs where there's quite a lot to do, you know. So I can say to him, "See that massive wall there? Have a go at that and get it on." He doesn't seem to speed up. He doesn't seem to want to speed up. And when I tell him to do it quick, he says, "Right, I'm going to go it slow now." Little idiot. You look at them joints there, what we filled out. They don't look too good, do they? But I promise you they were all right. When we'd finished this job, the customer had gone out to some appointment. He said, "Just lock the door and shove the key through the letterbox." So that's what we did. Anyway, he wanted my number in case any future jobs that, you know, needs a plasterer. So I'd give him my number anyway. He rang me on the way home, thanked me for such a lovely job and leaving the job nice and clean and tidy. And he said, "Oh, I was going to give you some money for a drink." I was like, "All right, Belty, thanks very much, but that's great." But it was really nice. He really appreciated what you'd done for him. I actually said to him, if I'd have known would have been looked after this well, I'd have stayed for 2 days. Drag it out a bit, you get looked after here. Oh, move the bench. Moves the horse of Troy out the way. Am I going to clean my trowel? I'm going to have it. Oh, no, I'm going to leave all that on the back of the trowel to just drag. Should have cleaned that demo. Flipping amateur mistake that there. While I was down, should have cleaned it. You see it all gathering on the back of the trowel. That, what happens, see it there, that can dry because it's on the trowel. Start setting it, and you end up putting it on the wall. Comes off the back of your trowel. You can end up putting a dry blob on the, well, a drier bit of skimming on the actual plaster. What you're doing, and drag it. So there's a tip for you that I'm not doing. Keep your trowel clean. It's due a clean. It's due a clean. What I'll be doing in a minute, I would imagine. No, still not cleaned it. Oh man. It nearly got round now. I'm on the last stretch. Liam is actually putting more on because the gauges that we're having are getting a bit easier. I find them a bit easier, so he must be pulling more of a weight. You know what I mean? I have to give him more money. You have to have a pay rise. When he starts doing the same amount as me, he can have 50-50. I might even give him some shares. Might even make it official and give him some shares in the business. So Liam's putting that boxing on at the front. What we had was we had a bay window. I had to explain this earlier on in the video. It's a bay window, and I thought we'd have to board it like from the bay window, but they built a box which was really good because the conservatory was square, but it had a sort of, well, it's not a bay window, it's a bow window. I think there is a difference. So we had a nice surprise when we turned up. We didn't have to, it was a square roof and we didn't have to cut all them facets. So I'm laying in now, by the looks of it, yeah. So I'm just going round, putting a little bit on, same again, going in neat, neaten it up. You can see how flat it's getting now, and that is only laying in, so it really does pay to put it on as neat as you can. Remember, Liam's having a bit of a moan here about he can't seem to get the bead covered on the boxing in. Having a bit of a paddy. Patient young Skywalker. Move out the way, let the dad sort it for me. Bang, bang. Bushag. Bushag, it's on. I thought he was moaning at. What's he moaning at? It's the master, innit? Master Jedi stepped up, got their job done. He's now putting, if you look there at the bottom of the screen where that little bead is, he's gone back and he's putting that on up to that bead. Good extra long voice over this. How long's left? Oh, it's not long now. Not long. Sorry if I'm boring you. I'll put a bit of music over it as well. Then we can, you can have a bit of music on and watch me plaster. I've got actually about, I think there's 5 people now that I do these roofs for, these Guardian Warm roofs. They're great payers. In and out in day, well paid. I've become the master of the Guardian Warm roof, I think. So I'm laying this boxing in there, this front boxing in, get it laid in. Lovely bit of trowel action, that. Lovely control. Lovely.
Now you've finished the quick job of wiping around the frames to make it look better. I had you recording while I give the ceiling its last flick with the Ultra Flex, but guess what? I haven't pressed record. What an idiot! I cleaned all up there, Luke. I may as well show you nice and body. Oh, actually the battery mounts are gone. The batteries are going to go. That's the detail finish there. Best we can in there. Done. Lovely. If you've liked the video, please like and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next job. Oosh!